I saved a lace cami that was no longer wearable because it had some tears on it. One night, I walked into the bedroom wearing the top and some panties. My guy was lying in bed, so I sauntered up to him, ripped the cami off myself, and jumped on him. Last time, my boyfriend and I took a road trip. I asked him to pull into my empty parking lot. I unzipped his pants, gave him oral. It was spontaneous, quick. It shocked the hell out of him. I almost never swear, but bed, I love to use four-letter words. I also say things like, "Do me harder!" Because I never talk like that. When I say them in bed in the moment, it seems more dirty. Worked at my school's library. Late one night, barely anyone was around. I called my guy and told him to step by. We had sex, standing up, against the book stacks. It was extra steamy because we were in such a taboo spot. Sometimes I'm giving him oral, just as he orgasms. I smack as hard as I can. Tells him I'm in charge, and then pleasure mixed with the surprise of my spank is really erotic. I bought a really cheap catsuit at a discount store. Cut a hole in the crotch. When I put it on, I had sex with my guy. He said, "I look like a naughty kitten." I mean superhero. With my boyfriend's help, I made up a code language that only he and I understood. For example, cupcake really means oral, or blowjob for you men. No, now I post things on Twitter throughout the day that let him know exactly what I want. For example, I'll tweet, "I really want a cupcake." It feels bad posting something so public when only we know how X-rated it is. Before taking his penis into my mouth, I like to hold it with my one hand and rub it with my lips down my neck and over my breasts before bringing it up to my mouth. My guy and I were taking a cab home after a night out. I draped my coat over his lap and gave him a quick hand job underneath it. The driver never realized. Right before he was ready to orgasm, I reach around and grab his boys and gently squeeze them 3 times. It instantly brings him to climax, and he says it makes it way more intense. I like to make him beg for it. So I push him onto the bed and then lower myself down to his penis, excruciatingly slow. I'm talking centimeters at a time. Halfway through, he's begging for all me. It certainly helps build up the anticipation. Before heading south, I put a thick layer of petroleum jelly on my lips. Not only does it make them shiny and plump looking, which gets him excited, it adds a little extra lube. Forget soft, sensual music. When I'm feeling aggressive in bed, I blast hard rock. It's really not very girly, but it sets a really hardcore tone for doing it.
That song wasn't that good.
I stuck my vibrator. I don't want to say this one.
It's gotta be good.
Read it.
I stuck my vibrator in his nightstand drawer with a note on it that said, "Use this on me tonight." That night, when he opened the drawer to pull out his book, that's what he found. I learned he can follow directions very well. Not long ago, I made a quick trip into the bathroom before bed. I slathered my whole body with massage oil. It was slippery and shiny. Not only was it an awesome
That'll work.
slathered, not only was it an awesome sight for him, the sex was extra smooth because my body just glided against his. I have to squeeze my breasts together when I'm riding him, and then lean down and shove them into his face. It lets him know exactly where I want his attention. On the weekend, I'll sneak into the shower with him and give him a surprise quickie. To make I love quickies. To make it feel even more naughty, I'll keep on a white tank top. The water makes it see-through and plasters it to my body for hot visuals. I hung a mirror directly across from my bed. My favorite thing was to get into reverse cowgirl and then make eye contact with him in the mirror. Well, on top, instead of just grabbing my breasts, I like to lick my own nipples. It drives him crazy. We were really relaxing on the couch when watching TV. I was wearing a casual skirt and a top. During a commercial, I shifted my legs slightly so he could see up my skirt. Then I got his attention by asking an innocent question about his job. It only took him seconds to realize I wasn't wearing any panties. While I'm downtown, I take my thumb and I caress his sensitive. This what?
Keep reading it, man. Yeah, don't stop.
Whatever you say was is probably a good part.
Yeah.
I caress the sensitive area between his testicles and anus.
Do it. Oh, I'm so distracted.
My face hurts.
It's sort of a taboo area for guys.
Oh,
But it always gets him in extra hard. I start out by fondling him through his pants. Then I unzip him and touch him through the boxers. I prolong this as long as I can to torture him. When I finally get to his skin-on-skin contact, he goes mad. With every thrust, I squeeze one of his nipples and one of mine really hard. The mix of pain and pleasure is out of this world. I'm not afraid to use my teeth every once in a while. I'll give his neck a firm bite, nibble his lower belly, and even use an extremely light nip on his scrotum. I interlace my fingers and move them up and down his package. Then I tell him how much I love it when he's hard. The friction created by my inner knuckles really turns him on. How thin is it? What? How's that work? How's that work? That doesn't work.
Trying it out.
I demand multiple orgasms from him. As foreplay, I make him watch me get myself off. Then I tell him it's his turn. Jesse, age 23. What a fucking whore. My boyfriend and I order dinner a lot and have it delivered. The restaurant always calls and lets us know when it's on the way, after it takes about 10 minutes to arrive. So I invented a new game. When that when that call comes in, I start to seduce him. The goal is to see if we can both orgasm by the time the food arrives. I lubed up this plastic beaded necklace I own, and then I asked him to rub it back and forth over my clitoris. I was in the kitchen cutting up fruit and salad while he was watching a game. Right in the middle end of the kitchen, I stripped down and took one of the berries and I rubbed the juice all over my chest and stomach. Then I stood in front of the TV and told him to come enjoy his snack.
Man, I've been dating the wrong kinds of women.
Yeah. Sometimes when we change positions, I have to pause in between and touch myself. It sends the message that my pleasure is really important, which is pretty badass, you know. My husband was chilling in the bedroom when I shouted for him to come into the living room. When he walked in,
Well, you don't know. You don't know his housing situation.
When he walked in, no, I had no pants on, and I was bent over the arm of the sofa.
I tried, but you decided not to.
I have to try out new hairstyles and makeup in bed. It makes me feel like I can take on a different person now, persona.
It gets creepier and creepier.
Danger.
Oh, we had a chance to catch him there.
It makes me feel like I can take on a different persona. It makes my guy think he's sleeping with someone new every time. Or here's my fun Saturday night go-to move. I take a sip of vodka and then lick his nipples and blow. Alcohol makes it extremely tingly. To build anticipation, I send my boyfriend links to Cosmo's Kama Sutra throughout the day.
Yeah, that's the best part.
I let him know exactly what position I want to try later. Right as I'm about to orgasm, I demand that he pulls my hair hard. It's aggressive. Oh, it feels amazing.